You're working 40 hours a week, dreaming of retirement when you're 65, and wondering if there's a better way to live. Turns out, there is. And two people figured it out decades before anyone was hashtagging fire on social media. Your Money or Your Life by Vicki and Joe Dominguez dropped in 1992 with a radical idea that money isn't just money. It's your life energy, and you've been trading it for stuff you don't even care about. Joe Dominguez was a Wall Street analyst who retired at 31, not because he won the lottery, but because he cracked the code on what money actually means. He teamed up with Vicki to write this book that basically started the entire financial independence movement before it was cool. Their main argument? Every dollar you spend represents hours of your life you'll never get back. That $5 latte? That's 20 minutes of your soul. That car payment? That's years of your existence. Once you start thinking about money this way, spending decisions get a lot more interesting. The book lays out 9 steps to financial independence, and they're not your typical budgeting advice. Step 1 is brutal. Calculate every single dollar you've ever earned in your entire life. Then make a balance sheet of everything you own versus everything you owe. Most people realize they've earned hundreds of thousands of dollars and have almost nothing to show for it. That's the wake-up call. You've been hemorrhaging life energy on things that didn't make you happier, and the numbers don't lie. Step 2 gets even more personal. You figure out your real hourly wage, which isn't what your employer says it is. Take your salary, subtract taxes, commute costs, work clothes, that coffee you need to function at 9 a.m., stress-eating lunches, and the therapy sessions to deal with your boss. Divide what's left by the actual hours you spend on work-related activities, including your commute and the time you spend decompressing after a terrible day. Suddenly, your $25 an hour job is really $12 an hour. That perspective shift changes everything. Now you start tracking every penny you spend, not to feel guilty, but to see where your life energy is actually going. Step 3 has you writing down every expense and organizing it into categories. No judgment, just data. Then comes step 4, where you ask the big question for each category. Am I getting fulfillment proportional to the life energy I'm spending? This is where people realize they're spending $200 a month on streaming services they never watch and $50 on gym memberships they haven't used since January. Step 5 is where the magic happens. You create a wall chart showing your monthly income and expenses. It's old school, like putting it on your actual wall with markers and graph paper. Why? Because seeing that visual representation every single day rewires your brain. You watch the gap between income and expenses grow, and that gap is your ticket to freedom. This isn't about deprivation, it's about consciousness. When you see what you're actually spending versus earning, you start making different choices automatically. Step 6 focuses on minimizing spending, but not through coupon clipping or eating ramen for a year. You reduce expenses by valuing your life energy and increasing awareness. You stop buying things that don't align with your values. That subscription box? Gone. The impulse Amazon purchases at 2 a.m.? Not happening. You're not being cheap. You're being intentional. There's a difference between frugal and miserable, and this book teaches you how to be the former without becoming the latter. Step 7 flips the script and talks about maximizing income. Increase what you earn by valuing your life energy and asking for what you're worth. Don't sell yourself short at work. Negotiate that raise. Find side hustles that don't drain you. The goal isn't to work yourself to death. It's to make sure the life energy you are spending gets compensated fairly. This step is about respect for yourself and your time, which most of us forget about when we're just grateful to have a paycheck. Step 8 introduces the crossover point, and this is the moment everyone's waiting for. It's when your monthly investment income exceeds your monthly expenses. You've made it. Financial independence achieved. You can stop working for money because your money is now working for you. Dominguez hit this at 31. Most people think they need millions to retire, but if you've done the previous steps, you realize you need way less than you thought because you're not spending like you're trying to impress strangers on Instagram. Step 9 is about managing your finances once you're financially independent. The authors recommend safe, steady investments that produce reliable income. No gambling on meme stocks or crypto moonshots. The goal is security, not getting rich quick. You need investments that pay you regular income without fees eating into your returns. Treasury bonds were their go-to recommendation. Conservative? Absolutely. Boring? Completely? Effective? You bet. The beauty of this book is it's not really about money. It's about freedom. It's about waking up and realizing you've been running on a hamster wheel someone else built. You can step off anytime you want if you're willing to question everything you've been told about work, spending, and success. Dominguez and Robin proved it's possible to live well on way less than you think, retire decades earlier than expected, and spend your life doing things that actually matter to you instead of commuting to a job you tolerate. What's wild is this book came out in 1992 and it's still relevant today. Maybe even more relevant now that people are drowning in student debt, housing costs are insane, and everyone's burnout is at an all-time high. The FIRE movement didn't invent itself. It came from your money or your life. Every blog post, podcast, and Reddit thread about early retirement traces back to this book. Robin and Dominguez were the originals. If you're still watching, drop a comment below and tell me what your biggest money regret is. What did you spend your life energy on that you wish you could take back? And before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got more content coming that'll help you rethink everything you thought you knew about money, success, and living a life that's actually yours. Stick around until the end for some short clips that break down the key concepts even further. You've already invested this much time, might as well see it through.